Looks, by the looks of my clock, that we're there. Are we there? Okay. Javis, are you ready? All right, we're recording. We'll begin. We welcome you all to our regular meeting of the Board of Weber County Commissioners. Today is Tuesday, the 12th day of May of 2015. We welcome you all here with us today. We'll begin with an invocation, which I will offer today. Pledge of Allegiance then will be led by Mr. Wilson from our Attorney's Office, and Thought of the Day by Commissioner Bell. Our Father in heaven, we are grateful for the opportunity that we have to gather today and to be in this capacity in the county. We're grateful for all who are involved in so many levels and all that goes on the behalf of the good citizens in Weber County. We're so grateful for the opportunity that we have to serve and for the opportunities that we have to learn and grow every day as we go about our daily assignments. We are grateful, Father, for the many blessings that Thou hast bestowed upon us in this wonderful land and in this beautiful part of this state. We are so grateful for the stunning landscape and for the good opportunities that are here for each and every one of us, and pray that we might take advantage of them to their fullest. Father, as this is the week that we have celebrated our mothers, we're grateful for them. We're grateful for all of the good opportunities that we have had because of their goodness and kindness to us. We're so grateful for their love and appreciation, and pray that all of those mothers might know of our love for them. We're grateful, Father, for those who serve us in the armed forces and who protect our country on a daily basis and our freedoms, that we might go about our daily lives in a way that is comfortable and enjoyable. We recognize that those sacrifices are intense and that there are many of those sacrifices, not only to the individuals who serve, but to their families and communities. We pray that we might reach out to them more effectively, that we might help them to understand our gratitude, that we might all do our part in whatever small way it may be to serve with them and make sure that those freedoms are maintained. Now, Father, as we go about our business today, we express our thanks and our praise unto Thee for Thy goodness to us. We hope that Thou wilt continue to bless us in all that we do and bless the good people of this county. And we say these things humbly in the name of our Savior, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen.
Please rise and join me in the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I got a couple little quotes here. Number one is information versus communication. The two words in information and communication are often used interchangeably, but they significantly mean quite different things. Information is given out, communications is getting through. And then another little statement that I came across, it says, if you have enemies, good. That means you stood up for something sometime in your life. And that was by Winston Churchill. There you go.
I saw that information versus communication come through, and it caught my attention. That was a great one. I like them both, but that one was really cool. It's a good lesson about how we talk with people, and that communication actually means something. It's great lesson. Thank you very much. Okay, we'll move then quickly to our consent items. Consent items being item number 1, request for approval of purchase orders in the amount of $300,481.18. Request for approval of warrants number 320926 through 321074 in the amount of $1,353,649.17. Request for approval of warrants number 320926 through 321074 in the amount of $1 million. Did I just read that one already? I start it all over again. Request for approval of minutes for the meeting held on May 15th, 2015. Request for approval of new beer licenses. Request for approval of new business licenses. Sorry, I got twisted up there. Those are the consent items as read and before you, commissioners. Do you have any questions, comments, or would you like to make a motion?
I'll make a motion that we accept the consent items as read, but Ricky's going to talk to us for a minute.
Okay, we'll hold the motion then, Ricky.
Okay. I was thinking of possibly giving these details in the form of a popular country song.
You're going to sing them.
No.
Okay.
Through that this morning.
Okay, so we had 13 purchase orders this week for $300,000. 200,000 of that, or 67%, was for the roads department for purchasing asphalt, and then $83,000, or 28%, was for the Eccles Conference Center for a digital cinema projection system, which I know they've been wanting for quite some time. As far as checks go, we wrote 149 checks for $1.4 million. 48%, or $655,000, went to ramp awards, and that actually went out to 18 different ramp award recipients. And then about 32% of that check run, or $434,000, was to purchase vehicles for our fleet management.
So I'd just like, again, we have these large numbers under PO and warrants that are sometimes disconcerting. And as we look at them, we have two under PO that make up virtually 80% of that entire amount. And under warrants, we have two items that make up another virtually 80%. And so, under transportation, we have asphalt. And then under the Eccles Center, we have the digital. And under warrants, again, we have one that's 48 and one that's 32. And so sometimes those large numbers become a little disconcerting. But if we understand, the ramp awarding was 48% of one. I mean, that's a tremendous amount of money. So as we look at how we expend money in the county, I think we're very fiscally responsible, even though many times the numbers seem to be somewhat large. They usually go to one or two items.
Definitely a lot of things to deal with, and it's that time of year where we'll see more and more roads expenditures coming up, that's for sure. So those types of things will start to happen fairly quickly now. Thanks for the explanation. Any other questions or comments?
So I'll make a motion that we approve the consent items.
Will you second him?
I'd be happy to second his.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot his.
All right, we do have a motion and a second on the floor to adopt the consent items as read. Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Passes. To our action items. Douglas, come on up and take the stand. First on the agenda today is the request for approval of an interlocal agreement by and between Weber County and Marriott-Slaterville City to define terms related to participation in a community development project area plan and commitment of tax increment financing. Good to see you, Doug.
Commissioners,
We're sure
good
you were gonna
morning.
be here today, and we're glad.
Pleasure, as always. I'm here to communicate information to you, Commissioner Bell, in line with your thought of the day.
Good.
About community development project area plan in Marriott-Slaterville. Specifically, the project area that they've identified is roughly a 43-acre parcel, essentially the northwest corner of 12th Street and I-15. From the project area plan that Marriott-Slaterville's redevelopment agency has assembled as part of the requirements under the redevelopment agency statutes. If I may read a couple of points, Commissioners. Project includes the development, as we indicated, of approximately a 43-acre site into a commercial center that will provide products and services to the public. A building of approximately 40,000 square feet, that's now been modified to 61,000 square feet, will be constructed, and approximately 35 to 50 jobs will come into the project area. This is the critical piece that Marriott-Slaterville is asking us to participate in and to facilitate investment in infrastructure with our portion of tax increments. So infrastructure including water, sewer, stormwater, gas, electricity, telecom, parking, and surface streets will be brought into the project area to help facilitate of course, the development of the project. And a critical piece is moving an existing detention basin. That is a hurdle to development in this area. They anticipate initial investment around $15 million, and they also anticipate, if they can get the project to move forward, this would be a retail environment, and they're estimating approximately $50 million in annual retail sales. The purposes attained through this project, as stated by Marriott Slaterville, they anticipate they'll see an increase in employment and income opportunities for Marriott Slaterville residents. Commercial development within the project area will increase the number of jobs, both direct and indirect, not only to the city, but those outside the city boundaries. Improve access to goods and services for residents, and of course broadening access to goods and services for everyone else in the county. Of course, increasing the tax base, both from property tax and a sales tax perspective. From our analysis, they've indicated and they expect initial investment at about $15 million. So a couple of points as to the numbers. Within that project area, Weber County's as a taxing entity, and so they're asking us to provide a portion of the new tax revenue that will be generated by this development for a 15-year period at a rate of 65% of the new tax that's generated by Weber County will go to the development. Currently, the revenue that we receive from the 43 acres, just as a taxing entity, not in total, but just our revenue, is roughly $105 a year. At $1 million of increased value, that generates $3,300 a year. At $10 million in increased taxable value, that goes to $33,000, $34,000 a year. During the life of the project, if you will, over that 15-year period, based on current rates, Weber County, as an entity, we would be receiving 35% of the new tax generated, and at $10 million, that turns into $11,000 a year. So currently, we're getting $100 a year. During the life of the project, roughly $11,000. At the conclusion of the project area plan, nearly $22,000 a year in property tax. One other piece that's significant to us as well as a taxing entity is the sales tax piece. We obviously are not getting any sales tax revenue from that property right now. At the advertised annual sales volume of $50 million a year, just under our county option sales tax and general sales tax, that revenue that comes to the county, that would hit nearly $150,000 a year if they hit the $50 million. But if we look at it as a per million, it's about $3,000 a year in sales tax revenue just to the county. So with those, the outline of the project area, the purposes of the plan, we've provided you the numbers. Again, they're asking us to provide to participate at 65% of the new tax that's generated from the project area for a period of 15 years. And of course, if there isn't any increase in value, if the project doesn't come to fruition, we give away nothing. And we certainly don't lose the existing revenue that we're already getting. Questions?
So we're just doing it, we're not doing it with sales tax, we're doing it just property tax?
Property tax only.
I
would note,
Pointing out the sales tax
Right.
number.
yeah, and I would note, Commissioners, that Marriott Slaterville, as they are not a property taxing entity, they are giving that same portion of their new sales tax revenue away to help facilitate this project. And that was our recommendation, that they need to participate at that level in order for us to partner on the project.
Well, I think it's great because that's what we're here for, to help our cities, these cities in our county. It's important that they're successful, and we can be a help for that, and that's what we want to do. We want these cities to really be successful. So I appreciate what you do with them, Dutch. Thank you.
So Doug, under 1D2, it talks about authorized use of tax increment. And this tax increment will be specifically used to improve the project area, is that correct? So is that just, will all this go to infrastructure? Is that?
And it may go to acquire a portion of the land. They
Okay.
may need to do that specific to the detention basin.
Okay,
But primarily, it's access and infrastructure. Roads, water, sewer, parking.
okay, and that will be expensed and approved through Marriott Slaterville's?
Yes.
Okay, EDA, okay. All right. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Is that all you have for us, Douglas?
Yes, sir.
Well, I appreciate and agree with Commissioner Bell's comments. I'm excited. I mean, I think this is a great location for something like this. I'm excited about the possibilities. I think the business, I mean, Commissioner Bell referred to our cities, and that's true. We want to help them become successful in their efforts as well. But the biggest thing for me is that we've always said that our goal in this commission, and I repeat that again, is to help to provide fertile soil to these business opportunities and make sure that our community is a desirable place to live and work and do business. And I'm tickled about this opportunity, and I'm grateful to whoever it is. If they can hear me, I just say thank you very much for the opportunity to allow us to partner in this way. And I think it's a wise move for us. So we're glad that they're coming to Weber County. It's and we hope that they'll recognize over the long term that this is a great place as well to work and do business. So excited about the opportunity here. All right, anybody want to make a motion?
Contract 156.
Contract 156. I'll make a motion that we approve contract 156, entering into an interlocal agreement by and between Weber County and Marriott Slaterville City, defining the terms related to the CDA, project area, and commitment of tax increment financing.
I second it.
Okay, motion and second then on the floor. Is there discussion? Okay, seeing none. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? It passes. Thank you, Douglas.
Commissioners.
Good investment for us. I'm excited to move forward. And by the way, Douglas, thank you for preparing this so well and bringing it before us. Appreciate that. Okay, item number 2, request for approval of a contract by and between Weber County and the Ogden Eccles Conference Center, or Perry's Egyptian Theater, to hold the 2015 Miss Weber County pageant at Perry's Egyptian Theater on September 18th and 19th of 2015. Welcome, Miss Wilson.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Good to see you this morning.
There's a correction.
Which one are you? I always get confused.
Okay, stop it.
What's the
It
correction?
happens all the time. It's for the 2016
16.
Miss Weber County.
Okay. Well, you're ahead of schedule today.
We are, look, we're already looking ahead to the next year. What this is a contract with Ogden Eccles Conference Center and the Perry Egyptian Theater to hold Miss Weber County. Our 2 dates are Friday, September 18th. That will be our dress rehearsal. We'll have all of the contestants come. And this contract does not have an amount, and that is due to we don't know how much time we'll be spending at dress rehearsal or at the pageant until it's over. The contract usually runs between $3,000 and $3,500. Then on Saturday, the 19th, we'll do interviews up in the boardroom at the OECC, and then over to the theater that evening for the pageants. So if you have any questions, concerns?
No?
It's a great program. We continue to be impressed with these young ladies and how they represent our county, and it's just, I think it's a perfect venue for this. I mean, it's there's times when it's been over full, but it's a great thing. I think the community supports it well, and it's, we appreciate you bringing it there.
Our current Miss Weber County will be here in the next few weeks to update you on what she's been doing and getting ready to go to Miss Utah in the middle of June. So, great program.
I'll make a motion we accept a contract between Weber County and the Ogden Eccles Conference Center at Perry Egyptian Theater to hold the 2016 Miss Weber County pageant on September 18th and 19th, 2016.
I'll second that.
Okay, that would be contract number 157. Discussion of that motion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Passes unanimously. Thank you.
Thank you.
You've got a couple more on the agenda today.
I do.
The next item is the request for approval of the contract by and between Weber County and Sean Paulson, the PhD Master Hypnotist, to have Sean Paulson, Master Hypnotist, perform at the 2015 Weber County Fair. That's always a big hit. But I
Huge.
stay a mile away. I just want you to know.
Oh, come on. We want to get you
Find
up
my
on
way up on
stage.
that stage.
This is a huge hit at the county fair, and therefore the fair board wants to bring him back year after year after year. There has been some issues about him performing the same show, but really hard to find someone locally to do this for the price that Sean is charging us. And the cost is $500 a show. It lasts over 2 hours, and it is a huge hit. And if he does the same show, it seems to be really entertaining because they still keep coming back. So the contract's
Same
for...
show, but it's always packed.
It is.
so.
It's always packed. They keep stealing the chairs from the food tent. Anyway, the contract's for $500 a show, $1,000 a day, which equals $4,000. Fair Board has asked for you to approve this so that we can have Sean come back again for the 2015 fair.
Hey, any questions? Volunteers to be hypnotized.
Well, will not volunteer, but I will make a motion. I'll make a motion that we approve contract 158 by and between Weber County and Sean Polson, Master Hypnotist, for the Master Hypnotist show to be performed at the 2015 Weber County Fair.
Second. I second it.
Motion and second then to approve contract number 158 between Weber County and Sean Paulson. Is there discussion to that motion? All right, seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Passes unanimously. Thank you. And Jan, is that the last one for you? It is. Good deal. You're lucky. We can load them up, can't we?
Yeah.
Item number 4 is the request for approval of a contract by and between Weber County and Capital International Productions for Reptile Adventures to have the Reptile Adventure Show at the 2015 Weber County Fair.
Yes. We had this gentleman in 2009. He is named Danny. His last name evades me right now. Anyway, he brings pythons, boas, anacondas, lizards, turtles, vipers, and crocodilians. Some things you will probably never see in Weber County other than at the county fair. The Fair Board has asked that you would approve this contract. They felt like the county fair is always someplace to go where you wouldn't normally see things. Of course, you can see your animals, the junior livestock, the hogs, the lambs, the steers, the heifers, the bucket calves.
Goats.
Goats, I would not forget the goats.
Don't ever leave the
Dairy
goats
cows,
off.
all the horses. Anyway, wanted to bring something that you wouldn't normally see, and the cost of this is $6,000. And like I said, we have worked with him before, and he is phenomenal at the shows. They perform 3 shows a day. Any questions?
I'll make a motion that we accept the contract between Weber County and Capital International Productions Reptile Adventures for a Reptile Adventure Show at the 2015 Weber County Fair, contract 159.
Second.
Jen, is it a secret that the theme might actually go along with this year? Kind
I
of?
just got artwork for the t-shirts, so it
So,
will.
Stay tuned.
Should we tell him? Should we tell him what our theme
I'd
is?
like to. That's if.
Hold
it's
on.
fine with me.
Okay, finish it. Okay. Snake, rattle, and roll.
Good deal.
Okay. Continue staying up late at night and thinking about things.
So when you see the snake wrapped around the
The
bus,
billboards and the buses, don't panic.
you'll understand.
They are caged.
So we don't want anyone to stay home because there's going to be snakes. They'll be well contained, okay?
But there will be some rock and roll,
Yes.
or snake and roll.
Snake,
I don't know.
rattle, and roll.
And roll.
There you go.
There's a,
Okay,
As in rattlers? Yes.
let's
Okay.
call for the vote. This could get south too fast.
All right, we do have a motion and a second on the floor. Thanks for tipping us off to that, Jan. Okay, discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? It passes. Thank you.
Thank
We're
you,
excited.
Commissioner.
Thanks, Jan.
This is crazy
Thank you.
time. There's
It
a
is.
lot
Fun
of,
time
lot of
out
stuff
there.
coming up
And
to
you
get
know.
ready. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
All right, item number 5, and this will be Shelley presenting this. So item number 5 is a request for approval of an interlocal agreement. Hi, Shelley. By and between Weber County and the following entities to provide election services for the 2015 municipal elections.
Yes, good morning, and thank you for allowing me some time on the agenda today. I'm here to ask your approval for the interlocal agreements between the municipalities of Weber County and the Elections Office. These interlocal agreements are to provide election services for the cities for the 2015 municipal primary and general election. This year, we've contracted with all the cities. So far, we've received interlocals for 13 of the 15 municipalities. We do anticipate receiving the 2 outstanding agreements within the next 2 weeks. Huntsville's actually signed theirs; they just didn't get it in time, submitted in time, and Ogden has theirs on the agenda at the end of the month. 12 of the 13 cities will be conducting a hybrid election. The hybrid election is where all the active registered voters in the city receive a by-mail ballot, and in addition, they'll have a polling place on election day for people who wish to come and vote in person. Exhibit A in each of the agreement that you have looked at details the scope of work and the responsibilities for each party, and Exhibit B details the costs and the service. So we anticipate the 2 outstanding cities to participate in the hybrid as well, and I respectfully request your approval of the contracts that we have.
Hey, great. And before
Any
we
questions?
get too deep into that, Ricky, I think this might be the first time that we've had the opportunity to hear from Shelley at this podium. Would you like to, for the public's sake, introduce her a little bit?
Yeah, Shelley is a great addition to our team. She's been here a little over a year now, and we just continue to hire superstars. We were so excited when we were able to offer her a position. She is kind of not a jet setter, maybe her husband's in the military, and so they've had the opportunity to live in all sorts of places. So she brings a lot of experience, including a Juris Doctorate degree, and excellent passion and knowledge about elections. She has jumped in and done an amazing job, particularly with Jennifer leaving. Shelley has stepped forward and done tremendous work as the assistant elections director. She's just been phenomenal and carried a heavy burden in this interim period between when Jennifer left and when our new elections director steps in. So we really appreciate her.
So Shelley, is it true? Is this the first time you presented to us?
It is the first time. Thank you.
Not too scary, is it? It's not too bad, is it?
No, it's not bad at all.
Good. Well, we appreciate
Thank you.
that and recognize that effort that's gone in since you've been here, but as well,
Thank you.
especially since Jennifer left us. So we appreciate that effort.
So do we need a contract for each one of them, separate one?
160 through 172.
So I'll make a motion, we accept contract 160 through 172 with an interlocal agreement between Weber County to do election services for Riverdale, Uinta, North Ogden, West Haven, Harrisville, Far West, Hooper, Washington Terrace, Pleasant View, Marriott Slaterville, Plain City, Roy City, and South Ogden City.
Second.
And then I'm assuming that those other 2 will come as separate contracts at a later
Yes,
date.
so
when
I'm
they
hoping
get
to be
on board.
here June 2nd to present those 2.
Excellent. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Appreciate that. Okay, so the motion before us then is to approve the interlocal agreements by contract number 160 through 172 with the cities as listed on the agenda and as read by Commissioner Bell. Is there any discussion to that motion?
You just need to go look up YouTube and see how you did on TV today. So,
I will.
you know,
I'll
that'll
send it
be
to my friends and family.
Exactly.
Thank you.
First time.
It's great.
More to come. All right. No further discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes unanimously. You can mention to them that your first presentation was unanimous.
Thank
Good
you.
job.
Thank you.
Okay. Next on the agenda is the assignment of the Pledge of Allegiance and Thought of the Day for Tuesday, May 19th, 2015 at 10 a.m. Pledge of Allegiance. Sean, will you be here? If you would offer the lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Thought of the day would be Commissioner Gibson. So we'll move to our next item, which is public comment. Is there anyone from the public who would like to comment today? This is your opportunity. If you would like to, please take the microphone and state your name for the record and where you're from. If I forget that, Fatima gets after me, so I always have to remember that. Okay. Seeing no public comment, we'll move to our final item on the agenda for a motion.
I second it.
I make it.
Let's do that in the right order.
I make a motion that we adjourn.
Oh, I second it.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
We are